Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Friends, today we will see MCQs of Sale of Goods Act. So friends, watch our complete video, like it, share it, comment on it. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. Friends, let's see question number first. Which of the following cannot be treated as delivery under the Sale of Goods Act? Answer is doing anything which has the effect of putting goods in possession of legal representative of seller. Question number 2. What is the effect of part delivery of goods made in the progress of delivery of the whole of the goods as per section 34 of the Sale of Goods Act? Answer is part delivery has the same effect as the delivery of the whole irrespective of the type of goods unless part delivery is made with intention of severing it from whole. Question number 3. Which of the following statement is correct with regards to delivery of goods by a seller? Answer is the seller is bound to deliver the goods when there is either an express contract or when the buyer applies for delivery. Question number 4. Which of the following statement is incorrect in respect of rules as to delivery? Answer is demand or tender of delivery may be treated as effectual only when made at a reasonable hour. Question number 5. As per the provision of Sale of Goods Act, which of the following is not a consequence of delivery of wrong quantity of goods to the buyer? Answer is where the seller delivers more than the contracted quantity. The buyer can only reject the goods not included in the contract. Question number 6. Which of the following is true as regards delivery of goods in installment as provided under Sale of Goods Act? Answer is the buyer is bound to accept the installment deliveries only if agreed between the parties. Question number 7. Choose the most appropriate option out of the following in respect to return of rejected goods by the buyer. Answer is buyer is not bound to return any type of rejected goods, having right to do so if he intimates to the seller that he refuses to accept the same. Question number 8. Out of the following persons, which of the following does not come under the definition of the unpaid seller as per chapter 5 of Sale of Goods Act? Answer is a seller who has received a bill of exchange as conditional payment and the condition on which it was received has not been fulfilled by reason of the dishonor of the instrument or otherwise. Question number 9. Which of the following is not the right of an unpaid seller under Sale of Goods Act? Answer is right of withholding delivery where the property in the goods has passed to the buyer. Question number 10. In which of the following cases the unpaid seller cannot exercise the right of lien on goods in his possession? Answer is where the goods have been sold on credit but the term of credit has not expired. Question number 11. In which of the following cases an unpaid seller does not lose his right of lien? Answer is when the unpaid seller has obtained the decree for the price of the goods. Question number 12. In which of the following cases an unpaid seller who has parted with the possession of the goods has the right of stopping such goods in transit? Answer is when the buyer of goods has been declared as an insolvent. Question number 13. In which of the following cases transit of goods is not deemed to be at an end? Answer is when the goods are rejected by the buyer and the carrier or bailee continue in possession of goods. Question number 14. Which of the following is incorrect with regards to the manner through which right of stoppage in transit can be exercised by the unpaid seller? Answer is unpaid seller can exercise the right of stoppage in transit by giving an advertisement in leading newspaper of the place where the buyer ordinarily carries on his business. Question number 15. Choose the most appropriate options in respect of a sale which is not generally rescinded by lien or stoppage in transit. Answer is where the unpaid seller who has exercised his right of lien or stoppage in transit give notice to the buyer of his intention to resell. The unpaid seller may resell the good within a reasonable time and recover damage incurred due to his breach of the contract from the original buyer. Question number 16. Which of the following does not fall in the category of goods? Answer is stock and shares. Question number 17. Where there is a contract for the sale of specific or ascertained goods, the property in them is transferred to the buyer at the time when the answer is delivery of goods has been made. Question number 18. What is the purpose behind the enactment of Sale of Goods Act? Answer is to define and amend the law relating to the sale of goods. Question number 19. Section 2, subsection 1 of Sale of Goods Act defines buyer as. Answer is person who buys or agrees to buy goods. Question number 20. Before the enactment of Sale of Goods Act, the provisions regarding sale of goods were contained in. Answer is Indian Contract Act 1872. Question number 21. Which of the following cannot be said to be included in the term goods defined under section 2 subsection 7 of the Sale of Goods Act? Answer is actionable claim. Question number 22. Which of the following most appropriately describe the term sale as per Sale of Goods Act? Answer is a contract whereby seller transfers or agrees to transfer the property in goods to the buyer for a price. Question number 23. When does an agreement to sell become a sale as per the provisions of Sale of Goods Act? Answer is when the time elapses or the conditions subject to which the property in the goods is to be transferred are fulfilled. Question number 24. What can be the subject matter of the contract of sale as per section 6 of Sale of Goods Act? Answer is existing good owned or possessed by the owner or future goods. Question number 25. where in a contract of sale, the seller purports to effect the present sale of the future goods. The contract operates as. Answer is an agreement to sell the goods. Question number 26. In a contract for sale of specific goods, the goods without the knowledge of seller perish at the time when the contract was made. The contract is, answer is a void contract. Question number 27. Can the agreement be avoided when there is an agreement to sell specific goods, but subsequently the goods perish or become so damaged without any fault of the seller or buyer? Answer is it can be avoided by the parties. Question number 28. A is a stipulation essential to main purpose of the contract, and the breach of which gives rise to a right to treat the contract as repudiated. Answer is condition. Question 29. A is stipulation collateral to main purpose of the contract, and the breach of which give rise to a right to claim for damages, but not to a right to reject goods and treat the contract as repudiated. Answer is warranty. Question number 30. When can a breach of conditions be treated as a breach of warranty? By the seller as per the provisions of Sale of Goods Act. Answer is when the contract of the sale is not severable and the buyer has accepted the goods or part thereof subject to an express or implied term in the contract. Question number 31. In the contract of sale, there is an implied warranty that. Answer is the buyer has the right to have and enjoy the quiet possession of goods, and that the goods shall be free from any charge or encumbrance. Question number 32. In a contract for sale of goods by sample and descriptions, it is necessary that. Answer is the bulk of goods shall correspond with the sample as well as description. Question number 33. In which of the following cases there is an implied condition as to particular quality or fitness of goods? Answer is when buyer makes known to the seller the particular purpose for which goods are required as to show that buyer relies on seller's skill and judgment, and the goods are of description which it is in the ordinary course of seller's business to supply. Question number 34. When does the property in these goods pass to the buyer in case of contract for sale of specific or ascertained goods? Answer is when the parties to the contract intend it to be transferred. Question number 35. When does the property in the goods pass to the buyer in case of an unconditional contract for the sale of specific goods in a deliverable state? Answer is when the contract is made irrespective of whether the time of payment of price or delivery of goods is postponed or not. Question number 36. When does the property in the goods pass to the buyer in case of contract for sale of ascertained or future goods by description? Answer is when the goods of that description and in a deliverable state are unconditionally appropriated to the contract either by the seller or by the buyer with assent of each other. Question number 37. In which of the following cases property in the goods does not pass to the buyer? When the goods are delivered to the buyer on approval or on sale or return or other similar terms. Answer is when buyer gives a notice of rejection to the seller. Question number 38. Choose the most appropriate answer. Unless otherwise agreed, the goods remain at seller's risk until. Answer is the property therein has been transferred to the buyer. Question number 39. When is the sale by mercantile agent who is in the possession of the goods or documents of the title to the goods not valid? Answer is when the buyer acts in good faith and has noticed that the seller has no authority to sell at the time of the contract of sale. Question number 40. When the seller has obtained possession of goods under a voidable contract, what title does the buyer acquire when the goods are passed under the contract of sale? Answer is buyer acquires good title to the goods if he acts in good faith and without notice of seller's defect of title. Question number 41. A contract of sale can be. Answer is absolute or conditional. Question number 42. Where the transfer of property in the goods is to take place at a future time or subject to some condition, then such contract is called. Answer is an agreement to sell. Question number 43. What are the requisites of contract of sale? Answer is an offer, delivery, possession and acceptance. Question number 44. According to Sale of Goods Act, seller means a person. Answer is who sells or agrees to sell. Question number 45. Where the goods are perishable nature or where the unpaid seller exercises his right of lien or right of stoppage of good in transit and gives notice to buyer for payment and buyer does not pay or tender within reasonable time, an unpaid seller may. Answer is resell the goods and can recover the damage from the original buyer. Question number 46. Dash is termed as consideration in a contract of sale. Answer is price. Question number 47. When the buyer chooses to treat a breach of a condition as a breach of warranty, then the buyer may. Answer is set up against the seller the breach of warranty in diminution or extinction of the price or can sue the seller for damages. Question number 48. When the price is not determined in the contract or agreed between the parties, the buyer shall pay the seller. Answer is a reasonable price. Question number 49. In case of breach of condition, the breach gives rise to. Answer is a right to repudiate the contract. Question number 50. Which of the following is not an implied condition or warranty in a contract of sale? Answer is the seller may take back the possession of the goods at a future date. Question number 51. If the contract of sale is by sample as well as by description, answer is it is not sufficient that the bulk of the goods correspond with the sample if the goods do not correspond with the description. Question number 52. Where under a contract of sale the property in the goods has passed to the buyer, and the buyer wrongfully neglects or refuses to pay for the goods, the seller may. Answer is sue the buyer for the price of goods. Question number 53. The position of the finder of lost goods is that of. Answer is a bailee. Question number 54. X purchases a car from Y. After 6 months, Z, the true owner of the car, demanded it from X. X had to return it to its true owner. X was entitled to recover the full price even though several months have passed. This is an example of. Answer is condition as to fitness. Question number 55. A drug was sold by an auction and according to the usage of trade, it was to disclose in advance of any vast damage caused in the quality of the drug. But such disclosure was not made and the drug was found to be defective. This is an example of. Answer is warranty as to quality or fitness by usage of trade. Question number 56. Where the seller wrongfully neglects or refuses to deliver the goods to the buyer may sue for. Answer is damages for non-delivery. So friend, these are MCQs of Sale of Goods Act. So friend, thank you.